Welcome to Study Loop.
Okay, so in this question, we want to determine if these functions are bijections or not. So for A, f of x is equal to 2x plus 1. So for this function, this is a bijection. So if we just draw the graph, we can see why it's a bijection. We see that it is a one-to-one function because every x value will only give us one y value, and every single y value, we can get every single y value just by taking some x value. So this is, yes, a bijection. To formally prove that's a bijection, though, let's take the transformation x is equal to x minus 1 divided by 2. And then we'll see what happens where x can be some real number or real number. And then we'll see what happens when we put this thing into our function. So x minus 1 divided by 2, this will be 2 times by x minus 1 over 2 plus 1. This is x minus 1 plus 1, so this is just x. So since x is your real number, it follows that this is a one-to-one function. Now b, f of x is equal to x squared plus 1. So this is not a bijection, which is pretty clear because x squared is greater than or equal to 0. So x squared plus 1 is going to be greater than or equal to 1. So your function is going to be greater than or equal to 1. But bijection, because we're considering bijections from R to R, then we're missing the entire negative domain. So if we just draw the graph out for this question, we only have the domain for y is greater than 0, but we don't have y is greater than 1, sorry, but we don't have anything that goes below it. So therefore, this is not a bijection. Now see, f of x is equal to x cubed plus 1. So this is much easier if you just draw the graph first. So x cubed plus 1 will look something like that. And you'll see once again that every y value can give us, every y value, there's an x value to meet it. And every x value is different. So therefore this is, yes, it is a bijection. To prove it, you take the map x maps to the cube root of x minus 1, where x is a real number. So then your function evaluated at cubed x minus 1 is equal to the cube root of x minus 1 cubed plus 1. The cube root and the cubed kind of cancel each other out. So you have x minus 1 plus 1, so this is just x. And so since this is your real number from this is a bijection. Now the f of x is equal to x squared plus 1 over x squared plus 2. So this is not a bijection. So the reason why this is not a bijection, well, x squared plus 1 is greater than or equal to 1. X squared plus 2 is going to be greater than or equal to 2. So what this means is that our top number is always going to be a positive number. Our bottom number is also going to be a positive number. So a positive number divided by a positive number is always going to be a positive number. So then this whole thing here is a positive number, meaning that it's greater than or equal to 0. But once again, the problem with this question is that we're taking bijections from R to R. As a result, you ignore or you completely miss out on all the y values below the negative values. So therefore, this is not a bijection because it's always going to be greater than or equal to 0.